Okay, getting right into it. On your transmission pan, if you're not sure if you have the TorqShift or the TorqShift 6, it will say right on the pan. Something else you're going to notice, it's going to say right on the pan that it is equipped with a reusable gasket. So when you buy your transmission filter, it won't come with a gasket. So as you see, I already have my pan removed, and we are going to have then 3 nuts holding the filter in. It's easier to show you those on the new filter, but you can see one right here, one here, and there's one on the other side. The transmission pan is right behind our oil pan, and it does have a drain plug, as you noticed. So right here's our new transmission fluid filter, and you see the 3 nuts are going to hold this filter in. I'm going to list all of the torque specs, fluid capacities, and type in the video description, so click there to check that out. I'm also giving you a little picture here if you want to pause your screen. It is different if you have the TorqShift or the TorqShift 6, and it also depends on the year. But again, this information will all be listed in the video description, along with tool sizes. So again, here's our transmission fluid pan. Here's the drain plug I referred to on the back side of that. Once you get this down, you're going to want to clean this out real good, and then you have a removable bag here, and you need to clean that real good. This is the first time I've ever changed it on this truck. It's a 2016 with 144,000. And so you see here all the gunk that's on there. So I'm going to clean that up real good. Again, reusable gasket, but I still want to take a gentle wire wheel and clean this up and then wipe it down with rubbing alcohol along with the gasket that's on the truck. It's like a thick, almost like a plastic gasket with rubber on it. So you're going to want to clean that up. And then we'll go ahead and put this back in. Okay, I have the magnet all cleaned up. I have the pan all cleaned up. I ground that down a little bit gently with a wire wheel, wiped it down with rubbing alcohol. The other mating surface with the gasket was cleaned with rubbing alcohol, and the gasket's back on. Wanted to show you the orientation of the filter in the pan. This piece here that goes on with this rubber O-ring, when you remove the filter, a bunch of fluid is going to come out of that hole. So have your drain pan shifted towards the front of the transmission when you actually pull that off once you get these 3 bolts out. The other little tip I want to point out is when you undo the main pan when you're first done draining it, start with this corner and remove the bolts out. That way this corner drops down, because you're still going to have fluid in here as well. So the fluid will slightly drop down as you remove the entire pan. But so now that everything's cleaned up, I'm ready to pop this back up in there, replace these 3 nuts, put the pan back up. Again, torque specs and everything will be in the video description. And then we're going to go ahead and refill this with fluid and get this truck back on the road. Now to refill the transmission fluid, you're just going to do that right through the dipstick under the hood. Okay, drain plug's torqued down, pan's torqued down, new filters in there and everything, ready to refill it. You're going to refill it through the dipstick, the transmission dipstick obviously. On the diesel, it's going to be on the driver's side. On your gas engine, it's going to be over in this area. And again, the fluid's going to go in through the dipstick tube. On the diesel here, it takes a pretty flat, narrow bend, so make sure you have a small opening funnel and plan an afternoon. We got about 4 gallon we got to put down through here, so slow and steady's the way. Once you have it topped off, get in the vehicle, start it up, shift it through all the gears for a few seconds each, then take the vehicle for a drive, make sure it gets through up all the gears, check the fluid again. And that's all there is to it. Really appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe to the channel. This truck's at 144,000 roughly. It's going to be more how-to videos coming on regular maintenance items. Again, really appreciate the support. Thank you for watching.